Hi guys, it's Owen here from InvestinU again with some amazing tips, tricks and shortcuts. So today's tip, I've decided to step away from Excel, believe it or not. And actually I'm going to show you one of my favorite little tips when it comes to Word, when it comes to Outlook and it comes to PowerPoint. This little tip, every time I show it in any of my classes, always gets a big reaction. As you can see, change case. Like always, let me step out of the presentation that I have open on the screen here and let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to start with Microsoft Word here. And this is one that I know a lot of you can relate to. You know, when it comes to typing in any of these Microsoft applications, from Word to PowerPoint to Outlook, I cannot type to save my life. I've been using computers for 20 odd years now and I still to this day haven't taught myself how to type. So this button, this shortcut, believe it or not, is an absolute godsend when it comes to these things. Let me give you an example. So I've got Microsoft Word open, and like me, when you're typing, I have to look at the keyboard. I can't look at the screen and type at the same time. So I type something like this. So I've accidentally clicked on the caps lock and I'm typing out the quick brown fox. And it's only when I've looked up that I've realized, oh, you know what I've done? I've just typed the whole thing in uppercase or lowercase or whatever, or I've changed case, whatever. But you can see it here. So I've typed the whole thing in uppercase. Now, what do most people do at this moment in time? Most people at this point, unfortunately, will highlight the whole thing, delete it, switch off the caps lock and retype the whole thing again. Or you could simply do this. If I highlight that sentence here, so I'm going to just do a quick click and drag. And here's a nice little tip within a tip. If I go into the left-hand margin and left click, you can see it highlights that sentence for you, or that line for you in this case. By the way, later on, a couple of later on videos, I will be showing you a few tips and tricks in Word as well, highlighting tips. There's some brilliant ones out there. But for the moment, if you're highlighting a line of text in Word, go into the left-hand margin, click on it once, highlights the whole thing. And here we have it. Now, sitting under your Home tab, look at this. Under the font grouping is a button, believe it or not, called Change Case. And if I click on the drop down arrow here, you can see it gives me everything from sentence case, which is what I'm looking for, lowercase, uppercase, capitalize each word, or toggle case. So if you've got the caps lock on and you're still holding in that shift key, you can see absolutely brilliant. So if I set that to sentence case, hey presto, it's fixed it for me. Okay, now if I do a quick undo on that, because believe it or not, and here's the best part, I mentioned it already, it's got its own shortcut key. Look at this, hold down Shift F3 and you can see you can toggle through all the different options that it gives you on the drop down list there. So if you like your shortcut keys, Shift F3. If you like your menus, again, you can go to it here. I can go sentence case, problem solved. Now, that's Microsoft Word. Does it work in PowerPoint? Well, let's find out. So if I open up a blank presentation here, so I'm just going to go File, New, Blank Presentation, keep it nice and simple. And again, I'm going to close out of the design ideas here. I could type in something here, same thing, principally the same thing. Look, so quick brown fox, and you can see, helps if I can spell it correctly. So the quick brown fox, and you can see all I have to do, look, highlight, same thing, home tab, font grouping, and you can see, look, change case, sentence case. Hey presto, how brilliant is that? Now remember, it's in the same place for Word and for PowerPoint. The home tab, your font grouping, and the button, you can see it there if I hover over it, is called Change Case. Now it does, and this is the best news, it does exist in Outlook too, and not a lot of people know that. It does exist in Outlook too, slightly hidden away, not in the exact same place. So if I was opening up an email here, so if I open a blank email here, and I'm typing in a message here, so again, I'm just going to use the quick brown fox here, the quick brown fox. And you can see, oh look, I've typed the whole thing. Now, how many emails have you got in the past where somebody has typed the whole thing in uppercase? Maybe too lazy to delete it and retype it, but now look, there's a nice short, quick, easy way to fix this. Well, we know we can use the shortcut key because it does exist in all of them, or it does work in all of them. But again, if I highlight this time to find it, because you can see it's not under the basic, so under the message tab here, basic text tab, it's not under that grouping. But if you go into the format text tab, and then go into font, look, you can see there is the change case, sentence case. How brilliant is that? Okay. how much time. I know when I discovered that button, I mean, I know the amount of time that has saved me. The only bad news I have for you is this. The only application it doesn't exist in is Excel, because Excel is not designed for text, it's designed for numerics. So again, if you want to change something like that, you may have to use a formula. Like there are formulas out there called proper, upper, lower. You can use kind of formulas like that. All right, guys, as usual, for more of these kind of brilliant tips and tricks, you know, you can follow us on or like us, our Facebook page. You'll find us on Instagram. You'll find us on LinkedIn, InvestinU Ireland, or you can always visit our website at www.investinU.ie. Like always, stay safe, and I'll talk to you all next week.